Power cuts in this Havana neighborhood have become the norm, even before President Trump imposed a total fuel blockade 3 months ago.
I've been without power or water for 19 hours.
Why water?
Because without electricity, the water pump doesn't work.
Cuba's electoral grid has been progressively collapsing for decades from lack of investment. A recent study calculates it would cost almost $10 billion to modernize it. The opportunities for infrastructure investment are in fact endless. Take housing. It's not just that the houses are falling apart, it's that they are inhabited, absolutely full of people, families living one on top of the other, where once upon a time there was only one or perhaps two. Just take a look at this. It's dark in here, it's humid, and there are these pipes here that bring in the water because there is no proper running water at all. Look at this door. This is the entrance to one living quarter. I don't know how many people live here. And then just above, there are other people. Everything, absolutely everything, has to be rebuilt. The same goes for streets and highways. Or water pipes that in parts of Havana haven't been replaced since the 1930s. Transportation and communication infrastructure is outdated. And the agricultural sector is crying out for massive investment so that the largest island in the Caribbean can produce its own food. And then there's recreation, like golf, for example, which for many people, including the U.S. president, is an absolute necessity. 4 years ago, the government said it would allow foreign and Cuban investors to run private companies. But so far, a legal and financial framework that guarantees investments is absent. Economist Omar Evelleni says that a while back the government sent him to Vietnam to see how the private sector worked. But his findings were ignored.
I don't care if it's this one or not, but we need a state that thinks differently, that is decentralized. For example, China and Vietnam are centralized politically. They have a communist party, but very different from ours, which wants total control of the economy.
Many, including the U.S. Secretary of State, argue that the only way to revive Cuba's economy is to replace its political system. But others believe that the Cuban state could survive, but only if it abandons outdated economic controls driven by ideology that have failed everywhere. Lucia, Newman, Jazeera, Havana.